welcome back to another episode of the Warp Report. We are alive. We are here. It's been a long time because of some health issues and scheduling issues among the crew, but I am back with Luke and Rock. The boys are back in town. How are we doing tonight?
Why are we here? Just to suffer. No, I'm joking. Hello, welcome. Hello.
I feel the suffer. This is the only human. This is the closest thing to human interaction I'm getting right now. Locked in my apartment. Yeah, locked in my apartment. I get no human interaction right now.
I'm good. Long time no seen, honestly. It's been a while. I think last time we did this. Did we talk about a tournament, or was the other one? I think the last episode was.
I think it's a tournament.
It was the tournament.
It was the He-Man
the
meme I made
Korea,
that time.
basically.
Yeah.
That was the last time we recorded. Fun stuff. Anyway, don't tell them see, boys. The reason why we kind of been having issues is we'll go with scheduling. On my end, work by working a little bit more than I should. And the other reason why I also been gone and tired and basically no time for anything is Elden Ring. So thank you, From Software.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it in French. Go F yourself, From Software. I love you. Please don't do this. Don't leave me. Here you go, Elden Ring. That's a thing.
They're French
There you
company?
go.
I didn't know that.
No, as a joke, dude. I was just trying not to say curses.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I had personally for me, I've had a lot of health issues lately. Couldn't make it. I'm starting to work 62 hours a week on top of this. So
I guess we can say that you got down with the sickness.
Oh my god!
Hey. See, now this is how it feels when you do it. This is exactly how I respond to you.
The thing is, I don't do it when you people are actively suffering and quarantined inside your own house.
Damn.
No, I mean I'm not suffering in my own house. I'm suffering at the work. It's the same thing, but now getting exploited. So yeah.
At least I have my comfy chair.
Yeah, at least you can chill in your house and paint some models if you want to.
Yeah, which I'm working on. Let's see. Last week I got Marathi or 2 weeks ago I got Marathi and the Void I got all my Catans done. That felt really good.
That's nice. I saw some of the Catan that look spicy, especially the Sith look, the Void Sith.
Hi Nick, don't you have to paint more models now? Because
I'm actually working on a big one. I'm working on a big one.
Wait, what? Big one? This is new.
Marathi.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Marathi.
The snake.
Yep, Snake Lady. I love my Snake Lady.
Oh,
yeah, I'll send some
damn.
picture of what I'm trying to do or what I have been doing. But yeah, I'll send over some pictures so we can show off some pictures of the Void Dragon. He was a lot of fun to paint. The paint job did not take me nearly as long as I thought he would.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought he'd take a lot longer, but it turns out that edge highlighting and airbrush mixed together is a cheat code for OSL.
Oh, so that's what you did. I was wondering, damn, how the hell did he pull up those skills, man? Looks so beautiful. And then I'm hearing
airbrush is a cheat code.
Yeah, after hearing that, I was like, now it all makes sense.
Yeah, no, I never actually learned how to do OSL naturally. I just learned it with an airbrush because whenever I got here, I had so many models to paint. I'm like, I want an airbrush to just base coat. I hate base coating. I love painting details, hate base coating. So I got an airbrush as one of my first things. So I could do OSLs, but also so I could do metallics and get them light colors. I had an issue with some of my colors streaking. So now I can put them on real clean. It's really nice.
Hey, I'm an animal. I see a brush. The brush looks like it's about to explode. I said, that's a good brush, bro. And paint. Here we are now.
I routinely get made fun of every time you and I go to the hobby store together.
Why?
Because Luke will go over and buy the 5 for $5 paintbrushes while I'm browsing the $25 paintbrushes.
I go and buy my little pony first brush kit, $5 for 100 brushes. You use them one, and then the brush commits heresy and dies. Meanwhile, he's browsing his Einstein, Newton, Hercules, Rockefeller brushes. I'm bruh, it's just a brush, bro.
I like my Winsor Newtons. I do have a set of brushes that I can't read the name they're in because they're a Chinese brand, but they were a gift from my coworker for Secret Santa at Christmas. And I knew it was from one of 3 possible people because only 3 people have asked me enough questions about this hobby to know that brush at work. And they're great workhorses. I have some people come over to my place and paint, and they're like, "Oh, do you have any super detailed brushes?" And I'm like, "Hey, yeah, use actually, this one. Don't touch my Winsor Newton. Thank you." Actually, I've let people use my Winsor Newton, and then I take it back because I'm like, "You're gonna spoil yourself. Don't do what I did. Stick to the cheap brushes. You're gonna spoil yourself."
See, that's why I don't do that. So I don't ever know the true pleasure of a high quality brush. So I never spoiled.
Speaking of brushes,
with Necron,
me, my skills remain the same.
Wait. So, do you guys use like canvases? Like, what's the difference though? Like, people are like saying, like, telling me it's like you savage, you don't even use canvases or something like that. Like,
no, because you're savage because you just use a palette. You use a freaking piece of
you use a
bag.
shopping bag.
That's what we call you, animal. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind if you dip the thing of the brush in the pot because I do that too. It's no issue. But you just literally use a plastic Ziploc bag and put it. And it's not even a Ziploc bag. It's one of those bags from the resin from Sue.
Yeah.
You just having it around there just to use it there. Like, bro,
dude,
that's like next level heresy.
Let's call it what it is. It's a dime bag.
Yeah, it's a dime bag. Yeah, it is a dime bag. No lie there.
But yeah, no. So the thing is, there's synthetic and sable. Uh-huh. Synthetic brushes are cheaper, but they don't take the paint or the water nearly as well, and they don't release it as well.
I see.
So you can end up with brush stroke. You're more likely to get brush strokes. And you can't pick up as much paint at one time and have it like smoothly come off the brush. Oh. And if a synthetic hooks, it's done for. The brush is done and cannot be saved. A sable, they now sables you want to avoid anything where it could travel up the brushes. Like, you usually avoid washes with them. You'll avoid things like panel liners, oils. You avoid those with your sables. Just paints. But they have they keep a much finer point, and they can be saved by brush restore. So like, I had one of my Winsor Newtons hook the other day because I guess I didn't clean it well enough. I have brush soap, but I didn't clean it well enough.
You say that when the brush hooks, it's gone. That the true skill of the painter comes in handy there, because I have some hook. That's when the true pro master painter like me grabs the hook stuff and paints like a pro. And by a pro, I mean, it looks great because it's Nurgle. It's supposed to look like crap.
Bro, like, in the
actually, no, I've used the hook brush to like get into things. I have used a hooked brush before. I do have a couple to like be like full mechanic and like get into crevices. It's funny.
Introduction to Nurgle painting is like, you can paint wherever you want. You can still like legit like, oh my god, that's like that's just Nurgle.
Does it look like crap? Yes. Does it fit the description? Yeah.
Get a paintball gun, load it with some red and green paintballs, shoot the mini, done. Put on a rotating table, and just shoot the mini.
I'm gonna quote Rachel for this one. Like, there are only 2 armies that are easy to paint: orcs and Nurgle. You just paint like crap. Hey, it works. It actually makes it better. The worse you paint, the better it looks, and the more fitting to the setting works.
It's like whenever Mr. Hamster dumped out the box of boys. Are those all boys? Nah.
You just look at me dead in the eye, and it's like, are those all boys? Nah. It's like, Mateo.
I love that man.
I love that man.
But yeah.
Shout out to the man.
Anytime something in like Nurgle or Orcs breaks, it's like, yes, that's more Nurgle-y. Yes, that's more more Death Guard. I get with mine, and I'm with Slanesh. It's like, oh look, your paintbrush deviated 2 millimeters to the left. Failure.
No.
That's why I'm actually good at like lines with my paintbrush now. Because I painted it on your guy, Luke. I actually wrote script and made it look like it was drawn with a finger on the back of a Cursed City model. Because I've gotten so used to drawing or like doing such fine lines with my Slanesh models.
See, but that's the best part of painting Nurgle. They say, "Oh my god, you even thought about this? You make it look like this because it fits a good thing." I look at it, it's a freaking mistake. Oh yeah, I was totally intentional. Right.
Excellent.
It was part of the plan all along. It's like, yeah, big master chief here thinking about the big 3D game.
The 200 IQ moves, like, oh yeah, I totally planned for this. Yeah, it's all part of the plan.
It was all the part to make it look like that, like absolute garbage. Thank you, Nurgle. Bless you.
I gotta start planning for some of my new stuff though, because I'm gonna custom print an army, because I don't care much for GW's models, and our community here is okay.
Games Workshop, we love you. Please don't ban us.
Don't ban us.
Oh no, I'm not printing their stuff, so it doesn't count. I'm not printing.
Well, Duchess of Arcane isn't their stuff.
Oh my god, dude! When are you gonna?
I'm using D&D models actually.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I have some Drow. They're actual, because one of their loadouts is with spider legs, so they're actual Drow from D&D, and another one is Gorgons for D&D. So that's what I'm using. Yep, because I'm just like, the Sisters of Slaughter kits are obviously the old Drukhari kits.
Mm-hmm.
The Melusai, I like them, but I don't like their faces. They're a little too... I get what they were trying to go for more of a snake-like face. But that's not the way. I want to go more with the Medusa vibe, where it's,
Just say it, they're not cute enough.
No, they're not. And I was getting there. The face is supposed to be beautiful, while the rest of them is a snake. So I found some.
Wait, so
you know how hard it is to find some like PG-13 snake.
Wait, so Lamia? Lamia type? Is that what you're trying to go for?
Yeah.
So
okay.
Gorgon, which is half snake women from Greek mythology.
The man is a fan of Monster Musume.
Oh,
you shut your mouth.
Oh, you have been exposed, good sir. You have been exposed.
Exposition implies shame. But so I plan on. But I'm working on Marathi because I had to get that model. It is so pretty, and with a model that good, I'm like, all right, GW, I may not like your price hikes, but damn it, I'll take it.
It's like when you buy a big boy, you gotta make it sure you.
What happened to the Bloodthirsters, man? What happened to the Bloodthirster? The army of Bloodthirster, the thirsty
where am I gonna
boys,
put 'em, dude?
The thirsty boys.
Dude, I'm building the Nurgle list first, which I have the list built. I just need to get 30 more models out of the 31 needed, or the 35 needed in the army.
Don't you mean the beast of Nurgies?
Yep, I need 3. I need 2 more great unclean ones, because I have a great unclean one and I have 3 Nurglings. I have the 6 Nurglings I need in the list.
Okay.
All right, no, I only need 3. I need 3 Nurglings in the list, and then I have. I need 2 more great unclean ones, which I just backed a cool Kickstarter that had some cool like plague demons, so I might use theirs. And I need 27 Beast So Nurgle. So those will be fun because they all run on 60 millimeters, so they're all the size of demon princes.
Now I'm gonna ask the question that is anyone is listening. Why 27 Beast Nurgles? Why so many Nurgles? Why you don't like playing with people? Why you want people hate you? This is all the questions that people are asking.
Let me explain how this works. So they have their T5, 5 wounds each, 5 up invuln, 5 up feel no pain. They run in a pack of 9. They all have bases the size of demon princes, all 60 mils, and they all heroically intervene. Now you might be saying, well, gee, Nick, where's your OBSEC? Well, let me tell you. Have you done the math on how many millimeters a objective is? Because I have, and I'm bigger than it. And I can heroically intervene with all 9 models in the group. So if you get within 3 inches of any part of any of those 9-man blocks, which are huge because they're all 60 millimeters, all 9 will heroically intervene on you.
Oh God!
It is. Oh, and then I have 3 great unclean ones with doomsday bells falling around.
You're running 3.
So I can revive.
My goodness.
Yeah, so I can, because then if I place them all 24 inches apart, I have all 3 squads covered by a Doomsday Bell.
Jesus Christ.
So that I will be reviving consistently 3 Beasts of Nurgle a turn. And that's not even using the stratagem to revive another one.
Oh my God.
I'll be consistently. And then I have a Fleshy Abundance, so I can heal them too. So yeah, it gets really funny because it's like, will I win the game? Probably not. Are you going to enjoy this? Absolutely not.
Me, yeah. Welcome to Griffin 101, Chaos Edition.
If my army can't have fun, no one's can.
You're supposed to say the lie. You're not like I'm not like you're not stuck here with me. I'm stuck here with you.
Oh yeah, no. You get in a match. It's like I have Harlequins, sir. I'm not in here with you. You're in here with me.
Oh, I said vice versa.
Well, do you know what the hilarious part is?
What?
If you play Harlequins, you won't be able to get your troops onto the objectives.
Oh God.
Your Void Weavers won't do enough because it's just they have a lot of bullets, but I don't think they have enough bullets.
Yo, I see Sue's list with Void Weavers. Like he's like bringing a lot of them. Like damn.
He printed them last week. He has turned into a full meta chaser, and he has stopped denying it. He is just a full on meta chaser. I love how one of our guys was like, "I like the lore starter pack." 9 Void Weavers.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's rough.
Harlequins, Mr. Bone. How amusing! I just printed 19 Void Weavers and just rushed them yesterday. This is truly a clown world.
Yes, exactly. Which like I'm okay like with they'll get their nerf. You know, I'm gonna not say anything yet. I'm gonna let the clowns have their fun. Let Eldar players have their fun. They've had it pretty rough for a little bit now. But let them have their fun.
No,
but I know
they're filthy scum.
Do you know why I'm okay with these being insanely good and with the upcoming Nids and Knights being insanely good?
Why?
My codex is after theirs, and codex creep is a thing.
Are you serious?
That gets me excited.
It's finally coming out.
My codex is gonna be.
Oh my God.
No.
Is this legit or is this like wishful thinking? Come on, Nick. Be honest with me.
Remember, Games Workshop is gonna do their best to like every codex is busted except demons. They will be like, you know what, you're not gonna make it demons.
No, but to be fair, that's what they said with.
You know what? That demon player slept with my wife 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Now. But they did say about like the Eldari codex, like how they're being busted every time when they come out. Like, but now they're like saying like it's not that busted or something like that. Like
no. Eldar is being called the worst thing since Drakari.
I mean, they are busted.
They didn't look that bad on paper. But once you got them it was like Admech. Admech was really underwhelming on paper.
Oh, okay.
Then you got the combos going off in game, and you're like, oh God, this is ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing with those books is that, unlike Admech, or some of the stuff, is like at least you can kill some of the stuff, but then you have things like they're busted, yeah, but they are still one wound, and if you know how to play around some stuff, they are kind of killable. I'm not saying you're gonna beat them, but at least you can put up a fight. Right. Then you have things like the freebootas back in the day, where it's just shooting out of line of sight. And then you have Crusher 70% win rate Stampede. 2 pages of a magazine are better than an entire book. You have those examples that you don't need to do much. You just play it. But then generic guy grabs a Crusher Stampede, and he can have an idea how to pilot it at a good capacity. That the guy grabs Harlequins, and he's gonna get tabled because he's not be able to pull all the shenanigans you need to do a high level.
That's the issue that they found with the Eldar. They took that away. The Eldar are easier to pilot now. They took away their skill floor. So the Eldar are way easier now. And that's the problem people are having, is they took away the, Eldar being just a very tricky, very difficult army. It's like Gene Stealers. Used to be way harder.
Seriously?
They're a lot easier to play now. Gene Stealers used to be like one of the most technical armies in the game. Super hard to play.
Okay.
Kind of like what like demons would be now, or Astra Militarum, or CSM, where you rely on gimmicks and tricks. Like you have to catch people. You have to win by keeping people on the back foot. Never let them get an edge. Never let them feel comfortable.
Okay.
They've started to pull those things back to where, and I appreciate this. The armies are more beginner friendly now. You used to not be able to start Eldar as a beginner, or it was very, very hard because there was so much. But now you can. We're running into that issue is they're easier to play, so they're easy. The more your average person can now kind of break them open. Like where AdMech is now is a bad player, like a new player, will get slaughtered.
Ooh.
But a good player will destroy you, as we saw with Siegler. But now with the new armies, they're so much easier to run that a bad player can still do decent. The models are too efficient is really the big thing. Is it's hard to build a bad list and play it poorly because the models have a lot of baked in things that make them super efficient. Everything's baked in. It's no longer comboing stratagems with psychic power. If that makes sense.
It's still at the end of the day, the case with the Harlequins, they are still kind of tricky. I mean, even though 8th edition, Harlequins were still strong. They were still strong in 8th edition, but they were really hard to play. I don't know how that's gonna transfer now. I face 8th edition Harlequins and they are scary when they come in full force. They are scary, and they were an old book, and I had my 9th edition codex, and I was like, bro, I'm straight don't have a good time right now. So yeah, exactly. Shout out to Alex. And actually, yeah, we can call him one time. We want to talk about Harlequins.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like I was getting I've kind of been rocked by that. And the issue is now any player worth their salt can pilot them on their first day out. It's not going to take, 5-10 games to get their feet under them. They can pilot on their second game out. It's kind of like, for instance, let's take a 9th edition book. Luke, the Death Guard list you built me. I was piloting that thing with relative efficiency after one game.
Yeah, but
I was piloting it pretty deadly. No, but that's what I'm saying is I was piloting it pretty deadly on game 3. That's where Harlequins are now, where an experienced player could pilot it pretty deadly to a pretty deadly level after 1 or 2 games.
Okay, that makes sense then. Because
you
knew what you were supposed to do with the list. That's why built
right, and it's now the lists are starting to more and more become like that. Crap. But speaking of crazy lists, I want to get into our topic today, which is everybody's favorite, absolutely stupid game mode, Apocalypse. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I love APOC. It is probably my favorite game mode. I miss the days where it was its own thing with its own book. Onslaught it's not Onslaught. Onslaught's point count is too low. I'm talking full on Apocalypse, 5,000 points aside. There are, if not more, some games were 10,000 points because people were bringing Titans, like 3,000 point Titans.
3,000 points.
Do you know how many wounds a warlord has? 200. And it regenerates wounds.
Yeah. They regenerate?
Yeah, so it's only $10 a wound. The model's pretty affordable. It's only $10 a wound.
Jesus.
For those of you that don't know and maybe can't do math, Warlord Titans are $2,000. They're $2,000. I might be building one. I have a third-party file for something that's obviously supposed to be a warlord. I thought about building an imperator. Did I tell you guys about that? Yeah, so the plan was to just get a suit of armor and have Luke stand on the table for me.
Wait.
How am I doing
there was a discussion with this, though.
Yeah, no, I am down to do it. If you give me the suit, I'll do it. I don't mind. I'll gladly kick models on the table for you and get people.
Wait, did Remy say that he'll do that or something?
Yeah, Remy offered to do it too.
Yeah, because I told him about it. So the thing is, I was actually gonna build it out of old soju bottles and cans, the Korean emperor. But so the thing is, imperators. I did the math once for now. I'm not talking about the wimpy imperators like the Dies Irae. Sorry to those that you like the Dies Irae. The Dies Irae is only 30, 40 meters tall. No. We're talking about the imperators that they mentioned later on, which are 100 meters tall. We're going for the 90 to 100 meter And we did the math based on the size of a warlord, which I believe is about I think like 60 centimeters tall.
60.
Something like that. It's about 60 to 70 centimeters tall. We did the math, and since a warlord is roughly 3 times that, an imperator is roughly 3 times the height of a warlord. Like the 80-meter ones are like 3 or 4 times the height of a warlord. It means that you would need about 180 to 185 centimeter person standing on the table. And Luke, how tall are you?
6'3".
Well, in centimeters.
In the middle. Yeah.
Really?
I am taller.
You're not taller than me.
Yeah. I'm just.
No, you're not.
I'm always just like punching back. Sadly.
I was gonna say, because I'm 6'3".
I think I'm just like a little bit. But I'm almost as tall as you.
Nah, we have to check this out. I refuse to believe it. I always stand taller than you. I refuse to believe this. All right, we'll have to measure it next time. But yeah, Luke would roughly be the size of about 100-meter imperator to scale, and a space marine would still be the size of a space marine. So yeah, I wish it had it doesn't have a data sheet, but I'd make one for it. Have it have like 500 wounds, and it's like the only thing you can bring to the table. Just use Luke like a colossal Pokemon.
I choose you.
Arceus
Luke.
has come for you. just Luke drops out. Yo quiero muerte. I probably butchered that.
You really gotta add the Spanish.
I tried. He would do it. But anyways, yeah, APOC. Used to be insanely fun, but Luke, I don't know, have you ever been involved in I think you've been involved in an apocalypse-sized game, which is 4,000 plus points.
That's the only time I played, but that was not an apocalypse game. That was just like two for the fancies. No, I haven't seen one of those weird ass games with like a 10,000 points.
Yeah. You remember, Rock, we talked about with Luke, we talked with Justin, we talked about the Earthshaker cannon.
I've heard.
That is actually what this was built for. That's what the Earthshaker cannon was built
damage,
for.
Though.
Because
it's D3 damage each, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No. The original Earthshaker cannon. Let's see. Yeah, let me look it up. 8th edition Earthshaker.
Did they nerf it or something? Like, what the heck happened?
Well, yeah, because this thing had literally infinite range. And they said that's not okay. But no, it was literally because it just had absolutely infinite range. So they said you can't do that anymore.
Well, why the heck not?
But it was very, very funny. Yeah, because it had infinite range and it did, but it had a special rule that said, let's see, Earthshaker battery, range 200 and it was heavy D6, D3 damage, but you could shoot other people's tables.
How does that work? I genuinely, I am genuinely confused and more
yeah, there's a rule. There's a rule in APOC where it could shoot that's an Earthshaker battery. But it was the old Earthshaker cannons or something. But you could shoot. It had a rule where you could shoot someone else's table.
Yeah, I read a green text in 4chan about a guy who used to work in a Games Workshop stuff and used to play at his what's the name? He used to play at a store, and they were playing the game via the phone with one store in UK, and the guys say we're all chilling, and then I get a phone call and say someone is shooting an Earthshaker cannon to your table over there in the US. I'm like, what? Yeah, they're rolling now. It's like, oh no. So they shut down my table. So they shut down my tanks, my Lehman Russes from UK, and I lost my background.
It is totally legal.
That's actually legal?
Yeah, that's what they were doing. They were playing this stuff in the country, the world. It's like you get a phone call. What's going on? They're shaking Canada, shitting at our table. God damn, no. That's so stupid.
Yeah, if this happens, you guys are gonna get that call. Be like, hey, are you playing a game right now? Yeah, why? You have a tank? Why? I'm hitting it with an earth shaker. Take a pic. If you ever get a text from me whenever I'm back in the States and it says, hey, take a picture of your game right now, just know what's coming. Single-handedly. But yeah, so this was a normal thing in APOC. So if you guys could make dream APOC lists, this is something I want to talk about. What would you bring? This is like a fantasy episode. If you could make dream apocalypse lists, I know what I would want to bring. But think like if you had access to all of CSM or all of Death Guard, what stupid stuff would you want to bring?
Because I genuinely don't know. How about you, Luke? I have no idea because like I've only heard of such things, never like even thought of it in my mind.
Chaos Titans are on the table, dude. Chaos Titans are on the table.
Like, I don't even know any of the names of the Titans or the Knights, dude.
So it's simple.
The Titans are War Dog, Warbringer, and Warlord.
Just like put the war in something. War pencil, war mouse, war brush, whatever brush, war word, and then that's it. It's like Stormcast. Thunder something. Thunder thumb or storm. Easy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right.
Well, I'm sure that everybody knows that everybody in this podcast is gonna start Chaos Knights. Yeah.
Yes, so we're all starting Chaos Knights. There's a great example of an APOC style game. Rachel playing a member of the podcast playing Adeptus Titanicus with actual Titans. I'll put the link in the description, but yeah, playing Adeptus Titanicus with actual Titans. But yeah, I know what I would bring. Personally, as a demon army, I know what I would want to bring.
What do you want to bring?
11 Bloodthirsters and 27 Beasts of Nurgle.
You absolute monster.
Oh, and Anacateros, I think is his name. The Lord of the giant Forge World Lord of Change. That thing is really funny. The Heart Render. He's really funny.
Lord of Change. This is new.
Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about him on previous episodes. But yeah, he has some crazy rules. But it's I would definitely want to bring those. I mean, I love Titans because they just have stupid amounts of guns. If you ever look up a Titans data sheet, it's dumb. But they're absolutely great, and I want one. But I'm just like, I have to, every time I get something, I have to think, would I be able to get this home? Oh, here it is. Aetaus Rakeris. Aetau Rakeris. So he has +2 to the cast. He can never but yeah, he has some funny things like every time this model successfully manifests a psychic power, while within 18 inches of this model, roll a d6 on a 4-up, and the enemy gets immortal. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this thing has 27 wounds.
Is it a Titan? I mean, sorry, is it Titanic? That's what I want, man.
Oh yeah, this thing's huge. Staff of Cataclysm is pretty big. But it has Warp Fire Talons where it can just attack you 12 times and just deal mortal wounds up the butt. But yeah, it gets a 3-up invuln, just natively, or a 4-up invuln. But yeah, it can do some funny things because you can use a whole bunch of stuff on it. But yeah, no, I would want to use all the greater demons of. The greater demons. Maybe throw some knights in there I think I do like all bloodthirsters and knights.
Like, weren't
Just
you think
'cause.
of like a Chaos Knight with like on a stage, like basically on top of the knight would be the stage.
You guys keep wanting me to do that.
Do
You guys
it.
keep wanting me to do that.
Do it.
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it, man.
Fine, I have one
What?
requirement, Rock. I need your help modeling the carapace to put
Are you
on the
kidding
back of
me?
this
I
knight.
made you the Beast of Nergis. What more do you want?
And I'm pinting you.
All I'm saying is that
Was I
Chaos
not clear?
Knight of Slanesh doesn't have a hot bathtub full of demonites. I'm just gonna be disappointed in you. Of you.
This is what I'm asking. I was gonna say, Rock, I'm printing you stuff for the Beast of Nurgle, so you're getting
The
compensated for
Beast
the Beast
of
of Nurgle.
Nergis, okay. I demand it to be called Beast of Nergis.
I mean, dude, it's copyright infringement. Totally nerdy.
God, I don't. That's fair. Fine. The worms, the
that's
worms
right.
and Nurgies. The worms. Yeah, I would just need to like figure out because I'm not a modeler. So I would need to figure out a way to get a carapace mounted, like something to mount onto the back of a Chaos Knight's carapace.
Or
And I would totally do a stage or a
Or
hot
you
tub
can-
or something like
you can
that
do like this guy.
on the backs of my
Grab
knights.
the new what's the name of this model? The Sigmar one. The Glutos, yeah. He grabbed
Glutos.
the Glutos thing and put it on the capers of the knight. So the guy Glutos is chilling on top of the freaking knight.
It's like
with his
I
entire
might look into
retinue
that.
just, like,
I
chilling
might
on top
look
of
into
it,
that.
bro. Look
a stage.
he's looking down on the entire thing.
I just got an idea. Like, how about the you guys all watch Mad Max, right?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the guitar guy?
Yeah.
Why do you think I've been saving Rava? I have a demon I named Rave, or a
Why
wizard
not make
named
a
Rave.
night that's similar to that kind of vibe, if you get what I mean?
Mad Max Knights.
But you can change the color scheme. That's the thing.
I might hit you up for that. I might hit you up for that. Although
It's the thing is, it's hard surface, so I can't really say I'm really that used to it. But like, I think I could try when I have the time. Yeah.
I mean, Brock, when I
what do you mean hard
request stuff
surface?
for you, you're gonna be compensated monetarily, not a favor. So get your skills together, man. I'm funding you.
No, I was gonna say I didn't ask for a favor for this one.
No.
me a bone.
Calm down. Wait, calm down. I'm saying it's hard surface. It means like it's a different kind of modeling. It's like different from characters. There's like this.
Oh, I can figure it out. It's more I needed the hot tub and the bodies. The stage I can
right,
figure
for the
out.
water, just
I need the hot
just
tub.
get some resin, some clear resin, and just pour it in.
Yeah, which I have a ton of that. Yeah, I have a ton of that. But no, I might hit you up for that. But back to this is the kind of thing I like in APOC is you can bring like 10 knights and it's totally kosher.
That's a funny word.
But you can actually
I
bring
love
knights into the
APOC.
2K game, isn't that right? Like, if I'm not mistaken.
But how many armatures?
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
with how lethal the game is, pretty much if you bring a knight souping just for the funsies, most likely he's gonna get shot very fast, but I'll still do it just for the funsies. That's the reason
I've
that
seen like a list with like a bunch of army gears. I was like, what the heck is this abomination?
yeah, it's a whoops, it's alarm rigger.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in a 4K game you can fit 28 armatures.
Oh
All
God.
I'm saying. Release the Hounds of War,
Jesus
my dude.
Christ.
Whoops,
Like-
it's alarm riggers.
But no, I would love to play an APOC game, which is like, I'd love to play with a Titan, man. My buddy just got a Reaver Titan printed. It's like a monstrous, like mutated Chaos Reaver Titan that he just got
Big,
made.
thick.
I'll send you pictures of it sometime. He just got it in the mail, so it's in a bin right now. And I'm like, dude, you got to build that thing and show it to
like,
me.
I'm seeing like some of the knights like in the chaos side is mostly like mutated and like vegetated or something like that. So
Yeah.
I'm more lean into the chaos knights. Like I could say.
I have a something set up for my Chaos Knights. I'm doing the Lost, and might do the same kind of color scheme, kind of style for my Imperials, but it's called the Lost Household.
Okay.
And they are going to just simply be overgrown. Like the Knights were left somewhere. But yeah, the Reaver Titan though, I want to use that thing. I want to use a Titan, man. I just want to play with a Titan. Is that so much to ask?
So the biggest, I'm gonna make you're gonna look back to 2022. Like biggest mistake of 2022, letting Nick get it through the printer. Like it's a before and after.
Most likely. The better half is already regretting it.
I mean,
because I got the cheap bribe off. Do you know what I told her?
Wait. What did you tell her?
I'm gonna print and paint her a 3D miniature Hogwarts. I'm gonna print her a Hogwarts and paint it up for her.
Miniature Hogwarts.
So that's gonna be her. That's gonna be her tax from the printer is Hogwarts. Yeah, that's her tax. But also, whenever she shows them and see all these models, she's also receiving a very expensive espresso maker, and her birthday gift is going to be a blank check trip to the cacao store to get all the little stuffed animals. So like, I'm paying for this one dearly, my friends. It is worth it, but I'm paying for it dearly.
I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you're working overtime here.
There's many, but yes, that is one of them. Anyways, I've done enough talking. If you guys, so kind of knowing more about like APOC, you can basically think of almost anything you would want to bring. What do you think?
To an apocalypse game. I mean, of course, I will just go the dumb way. I will just bring Mortarion. I will bring Magnus. I will bring Demon Angram when he comes out because it's gonna come out. I'm gonna bring like the keyword next is just boxwalkers. Just boxwalkers to no end. Boxwalkers. I kind of have like I'm gonna be like Mr. Hamster. It's like, are those boxwalkers? And it's like, no, just pour a bucket of boxwalkers. That's what I would do. And then like, do you have an obstacle? Oh, I have obstacle too. Just get rid of the body. The sea of boxes.
The swarm.
Yeah, the boxes.
The best part, they don't fail morale, so they're just like a walking fodder.
Yeah. Nick can grief you with his beast. I will grief you with like 200 boxwalkers. Over Magedon.
Like,
now I'm curious. 200 poxwalkers or like 500 poxwalkers versus 11 bloodthirsters.
I mean, the thing is like the poxwalkers are in the harbingers.
Like they can do the like reroll all moon strat, right?
That will be an interesting thing to see.
Oh no!
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're gonna kill. I'm just saying they can put up a fight. They will put up a fight.
Yeah, because my bloodthirsters would have like with their sweet profiles, all my bloodthirsters would have like 200-300 attacks or something dumb.
Are you allowed to use that if you're adding a Mortarion? Oh wait. So if you're running Terminus S, are you allowed to run Mortarion? I'm actually curious. Oh, that's sad. So only Typhus you're allowed.
You can't. So only Typhus. I mean, no. I mean, okay. I think you can't. I think you can't. But it would be hilarious though, because technically, Mortarion and Typhus are the best friends ever.
Ex best friend.
Right? No, definitely not. But yeah, no. That's what I will bring. But no, if the other thing it will be, if I really want to get like super fluffy in terms of game and lore, I will bring like a really good solid of dungeons, terminators, and knights, and I will see like cleaving the way through whatever I need to go through. I would love to see it, because the way I see that guy is like a mechanized force. You just walk all together very slow.
Yeah.
And they just drop you in shells, and the best, and that's the best thing about that card, because I'm not gonna deny that they're not the best. The Playmarines are not the best. They're by far not the best or the worst or anything. They're not like Bloodthirst, World Eaters, or they're the best melee, the best tech. No, You don't need to be the strong. They just walk up to you. You do 300 shots. They just take the hit. And by the time you're done shooting, you're tired. And the guy just walk up to you, covered in holes. And just punches. And he's like, you done now? Can I hit you now? And then he just punks you. That's all the other guy does. That's why I love it. But now with how killy everything is.
That's pretty sad.
Like, I feel sad that you cannot do that anymore.
It's like everything is like just too strong for the Death Guard to tank everything. Like,
I mean, you're not supposed to tank everything like we did in the past. That's the truth. We're not supposed to tank so many things. But now even the
like the Tyranids with their guns, it's stronger than the bolters now.
That is something that is
so. And now they're like bringing up the discussion. It's like, so are they going to upgrade the bolters? Is that what's gonna happen or something? Like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
They probably will for Space Marines.
Most likely, but it is kind of funny
because Space Marines are going to get their updated codex here pretty soon.
If they don't upgrade,
I think we're going to get some kind of psychic We're going to get some kind of psychic awakening-esque thing that'll do it for us. They'll probably start that next year.
Pretty much.
But no,
I guess.
But that's they got to get all the codexes out first. That's something though that I really am excited about is that I love about APOC, which I gotta play APOC with you guys sometimes.
Sure.
I love it. Well, I remember one time we discussed a 3-on-1 APOC match because I think I have over 6,000 points in demons, so we could do a 3-on-1 apocalypse match.
Yeah.
Of the Warp Report, which I would love to film. You know, once we get our filming set up, we should actually do that 3-on-1 apocalypse match. Except I have to take a drink every time I lose a unit, and we'll see how far I can make it into the game.
we can make Death Guard versus with demons, and then we can say like this is Mortarion breaking through, fighting Nurgle because
that part. Is he finally going to turn to the
yes, exactly,
the goddess of life?
There you go.
Who was it again? Like I forgot. Oh, Isha, right? Right.
Isha, the goddess of healing. Yeah. But you know, this is why I love APOC though, because current codexes are like kind of just relative. Because it's like, oh, my codex is so much stronger. Yeah, but I have a billion boxes. Because the issue now is like, it frankly becomes like with onslaught rules is you're still bound by detachment rules, and that's no fun. Being bound by detachments is no fun. Now they do have special like APOC style detachments. I think a like battlement, like there's a huge one that requires like that normally I think guard would use, but it requires like a minimum of 2 things in every single slot plus like 6 to 10 HQs.
10 HQs? What so the hell?
Like, it's meant for APOC matches. It's an APOC
I just remembered
detachment.
Like there's a one-man
you could take
like did
12
like
troops
make
or
a list
something.
of all infantry, like literally, like all guardsmen. Oh yeah.
Conscripts. No, everything was conscripts. Yeah. It was an army of like 300 or something, like even more than that.
Just
and the guy said, "Shoot your face. I'm not gonna do
that's
that.
What happened.
Just move on."
Well, as I say, you know why movement trays were GW originally started selling movement trays was because of Apocalypse. Like, it's one of the reasons like movement trays were sold because people had literally like, I kid you not, like hundreds of Space Marines on the table.
Jesus.
You'd have to just pick them up in squads of like 10 and move like all 200 of your little Space Marine boys.
God, I can't imagine the orcs.
No, orcs were the worst. But God, if you saw it, it would watch old videos from APOC from I think it was called Apocalypse Con in Toronto. It was an old APOC convention. It was the largest APOC game in the world. It's 50 on 50.
50 on 50
players, each with like I think 4,000 or 5,000 point lists each. What? But the thing was, the Titans could shoot other players' tables. So, but it was funny. You would see like orc stompas blow up, and a guy would get his whole army wiped out because three warbringers shot his stompa on turn 1. So the stompa blows up and just wipes out like all of his orcs.
They have the mega explosion, right?
So that's funny.
That's the reason.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. Yeah, I highly recommend you guys check those videos out because they are quite funny. And it was a lot of these were in the pie plate era, so all the Titans had pie plate guns. So even though people brought hordes, you were just blowing them off the table left and right. It was a great. Those were the days, man. I think Justin told about that relic that Necrons had. Where they could nuke a Titan. Yeah, he could nuke a Titan and then resurrect his stuff. How does he even live? Well, because back then, insta-death was a thing, and Necrons were the only thing that survived insta-death. Because, like, imagine these days, if I had a strength... So, something like a strength 10 weapon, there was only a handful in the entire game. Because at strength 10, that would nuke your average troop unit and kill them instantly. So, like, my Bloodthirster, which my record on him is strength 16, would would hit a tank, and it would just count as if I wounded it, it would just count as instantly dead because I doubled its toughness.
Oh, that's just
now
funny.
That not being a thing. Yeah, so insta death, and the only thing that could get up from it was a Necron.
Ooh.
Yep. Resurrection Protocol. So APOC with Necrons was super funny because they could actually bring down Titans because they could get up. Nothing else could survive it but Necrons. So they became extremely funny in this format.
Hello?
Oh yeah, not for the guy that brought the Titan. And also back then there was like damage like charts for like if you hit a vehicle, they had the old damage charts. You can look them up. Gauss weapons were like could wreck tanks, and everyone was mad because Necron's most basic weapon just destroyed tanks. And tanks back then were really hard to bring down. They were really expensive and really hard to kill. But Necrons could just annihilate any vehicle. They had special rules against vehicles. So Titans never fared well against them.
Who wins in a fight? A giant god machine built during the dark age of technology with big technology of humanity? Or one sleepy boy with the flash gun, the green flashlight? One sleepy boy.
See, the important... Or, do you know who would win? The God Machine? Or one little wraithy boy with a pistol that goes boop. Transdimensional beamer. If you rolled like a 6 on a 1 was considered an always auto fail. So if you rolled a strength test against it and you rolled a 1, your Titan, it literally said the Titan is removed from the game and sent to another dimension. Like the black guy peace out meme,
like, you know, peace out.
Yeah, that sounds like a... sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I did that to a Castellan once. I just went up and he rolled a 1. I said, "It's transported to another dimension." It's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Dude, it literally says it is transported to another dimension. Not even the Necrons know where it goes." It's just gone. It just went to like a little pocket dimension. He just pulls the Megara, and there's 2. I think I've shown you like wraiths were like were smaller than Scorpex. They used to be smaller than like modern Scorpex. So it's like this little wraithy boy. It's like a really crappy looking little skeleton with a little pistol. Just
I know where it goes.
Zaps
it goes
the
into
knight and it dies.
The Troll Zinch Infinite.
Dude, not even Zeech wants that. But no, it was so funny because all Wraiths could do this. So people would just run a bunch of little Wraiths and Monoliths could do it too. So they'd run a Monolith up and be like, "All right, you're within 6 inches of the Monolith. Zap, your unit's gone." Where'd it go?
Like,
It is somewhere.
That's like was the best part about APOC with like Necrons is you had a bunch of warriors, but you have like 6 monoliths or something. You just have like a bunch of monoliths and doomsday arcs, and you just rain down hellfire as all your warriors are in reserve. You run the monoliths up the table and then stop them. Start zapping things out of existence, but as long as they can't get rid of the monoliths,
I've seen
warriors
the monoliths
just keep
like they're
pouring
like
out
exactly
of these things.
their base size is exactly like the same as the objective marker, or bigger. So why not just if you want to like really conflict people on a, like out of objective, just run those, just put them there. Exactly. There's a freaking building. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, they used to be, but yeah, they used to also act as resorbs. So as you're pumping, because deep striking used to have to use a scatter die, you could drop literally an inch from somebody, but you would scatter in a direction. If you landed on a building, you landed off the table, you landed on top of another unit, the whole unit just died. It just died on entry.
So basically,
what do you expect? You teleport to a freaking
exactly.
building.
Exactly. So which horse heresy is going to get these rules, and the pie plates are going to still be there. So yay. But so Sanguinius actually has the ability that Blood Angels don't have to scatter die whenever they come in on Sanguinius. So monoliths did the same thing. You could walk out the door. You didn't have to scatter. You could walk out the door, and they functioned as resorbs. So as these things are like just pouring out, the monoliths are also resurrecting all the necrons. So you're sitting there just trying to shoot these things, and they're not stopping.
You said the thing about Sanguinius,
so
and I just
funny.
had the most messed up imagination. Like the primer is like, "Come on, my sons."
Oh my god! What the hell?
I mean,
you see it happen.
Somebody's getting if that happens, somebody's getting fired.
I mean, that would be hilarious though. That's the truth of Horus Heresy.
I've seen like some of the new models of the Horus Heresy. They're looking pretty good. Like, yeah.
See, Rock, when the Emperor was teleporting to the Vengeful Spirit by Horus, born Sanguinius and the Emperor.
You're not wrong. That's okay. That's actually what happened, though. Dorn had a really bad roll for. Dorn had a really bad scatter roll. Sanguinius hit it dead on. He got the target, so he hit dead on.
He was,
the Emperor had a slight one.
He got it 1 inch in front of Horus.
But Sanguinius had a 2-up angle, and he just walked into the bridge like anything but a 1.
Resist to roll all the ones. I seen the photo of a guy who shared his it was my roll. He rolled 10 dice, 10 ones. Then someone put the photo of Sanguinius dead. Like,
sounds about right.
I was like, yeah, that checks out, guys. Checks out.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's
So every time you.
But yeah, APOC runs on those old rules, so it's quite funny.
So it's canon. Every time you roll, like,
tell that to Rachel. Tell that to Rachel.
That's it.
Yeah. No, we can say that because she's not here.
She's probably listening. She's probably listening. Rachel, every time you roll a 1, you're doing our father proud and following in his footsteps.
When you roll 2 1s on a chart that will decide the fate of the game,
congratulations. You just played yourself.
Congratulations.
Anything but a 1. But no, it's the other game I want to try like APOC style in is Age of Sigmar, because some of the named demons, it's a very thematic game, so they have very funny abilities.
They could update the demon
did I ever tell you? Have I told you guys
like the 40k ones? I mean, like some of the Sigmar ones, like leaking damage or something like that. It sounds fun or something like that. Yeah, but it
feels over.
But I still hate the Great Unclean ones.
They're really good, actually.
I'm sorry. Why can't it be like that, then?
Oh, the Great Unclean one in Sigmar is actually like stupidly good.
Maybe.
Because he just got a new book and he's built. So the thing is, the Great Unclean One's not a killy model. He's a support character.
Yeah.
So that's why he sucks in Chaos Undivided, because he only supports Nurgle. In Nurgle, he's not bad, but just Nurgle is bad.
Uh-huh.
But no, there's a model where Kairos Fate Weaver can change the die of one roll once per battle. He can change the die of any roll for free.
Oh, what the hell?
And it does not specify it has to be mine. So I can just be like, it's like, man, I really need this ability to go off. Shame if you rolled a 1. I won't.
Just
Yeah, you will.
High.
flaunt his Aegis curse.
It is so funny. Yeah, no, that is probably the funniest thing in the world. It's just like, I'm gonna roll a 1. No,
It's
it's like, I'm gonna roll a 6.
Uno
No,
card,
you won't.
like, nope.
Yeah, no, it's literally just a giant. The thing is a giant Uno card. It's like, aha. No, it is the fun. Kairos in that game is just so funny because he's a bag of tricks, and I wish they would. I wish I could play them in like a Sigmar APOC game, because now I'd forget all my rules. But all the named greater demons have like a million fun abilities. They're insanely expensive to compensate, but they're so entertaining that I just want to run like 10 of them. They're just so entertaining. But you know, APOC is. We talked a lot about a lot today, but APOC, I'm very sad that it's kind of no longer being supported. Yeah, they're not making APOC books. They're going towards Crusade. You used to have APOC rules, now you have Crusade rules. But the thing I hate is Armies of Renown being allowed into competitive out of Crusade, because they're built for thematic purpose. And I'm just like, that should have been like APOC rules where they stayed there. They stayed in their own game.
Do they have like those blast markers or something?
But you know, C'est la vie, it is what it is.
Like,
I get to play Disciples of Bellicor.
Is it Apocalypse or like, I forgot.
What about him?
Like,
do I have some?
Okay,
Apocalypse,
so
8th edition Warhammer, and Horse Heresy. Yeah, no, blast markers I think went away with 9th. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think blast markers went away, and scatter dice went away with 9th edition. Because 9th edition is built around being more beginner friendly and making the game to have a lower threshold of entry. So they're trying to take away that kind of stuff.
That sums up pretty much everything.
Pretty much everything, folks. For tonight.
Yeah, it does.
Well, we will be back next week after we talk about the tournament that's happening this weekend. We have the big game.
I am bringing the meme list in my case.
Yep. I look forward to hear. I look forward to hear your war stories. I had to drop for health reasons, so I am upset I cannot make it.
Back, man. Get healthy. Well, until then,
yes, sir.
This was the war report for now.
And as the person who is sick, I will tell us all. Nurgle bless.
Hey.